y'all. So, start off with, I did something a little different. So now we got the flag up here on the back part of the house instead of the front part. So, bear with me. And then I changed up the lineup of my cutouts too. But, there you go. So there are the flags. Got two back there, and I think actually those are probably further back than the other flags, but it is what it is. But yeah. So, and then up here in front, up front, we have the Chiefs represented really well tonight for Red Friday. We've got these boys up back in their Chiefs attire for this weekend. And then my Chief cutouts close to the front as well. And then we got the flags even. So like these, well, I should say banners. And Arrowhead Pride in the back. So there you go. There you go. We are ready for Red Friday. And by the way, to prove that I'm ready for Red Friday, look. Red Chiefs hat, red shirt, red shorts. I am ready for Red Friday. And Daisy over here, Daisy! She's ready for Red Friday as well. If you can tell, she's got her red jersey on. So we are good to go for Red Friday. Let's go, Chiefs. All right, and here it is all lit up. Of course, you can't tell with this light that just keeps coming on every time I step out of the house. So I can't really see the full effects. But there you go. There is my display. And we do have the red on, as you can tell. So there you go. That is the full effect at night. Full effect. And it still looks good, all lit up. So I am happy. We're at the farmer's market. We got cookies and tomatoes. Daisy's in her Mizzou. And I'm in my Mizzou. Well, it's Saturday. Chilling here at the house. Like I said, showing you all. Went to the farmer's market and we got some really cool stuff there. Watching a really cool Dr. Pepper commercial. It was like anyway. So got my Mizzou stuff on. Daisy's got her Mizzou stuff on, and the Tigers are killing it right now. Oh gosh, they put Jerry Jones in the commercial. No joke. Wow. Just wow. Okay. Does that mean Dr. Pepper was made in Texas? I'd have to look it up. I might. But yeah, I'm going to show you all the score here in a second. They're showing a Cracker Barrel commercial now. Okay, now I really want to go Cracker Barrel. But yeah, there's a score. 52-10. Mizzou. 52-10. OMG is right. 52-10. And the reason why I'm not outside right now, because as they were showing in Missouri, or in Columbia, it is 95 degrees outside. Which might be part of the reason why Mizzou is killing it right now, because they're probably a little bit more used to the heat than... Well, I would say that, but they're playing against Louisiana. So, you can't really say that. But yeah, Mizzou just killing it. Just killing it today. Oh, and then we got Panther over here. He's sleeping. He's just sleeping away. Getting ready for tonight, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's got a hangover from the stuff he ate last night. I don't know. I went up to watch him. So no idea what he did. But he's sleeping most of the day. And I think Patches is sleeping too, because I haven't really seen her either. Seen her this morning running around. But she's been... I think this is the time of the day, though, they'd normally go for their cat nap. But yeah. So right now it's a relaxing weekend for me. It's probably going to be a boring weekend for recording because not really a whole lot's going on this weekend. But
it is what it is. I digress. Just not really a whole lot going on around here anyway. So just a normal, which is works for me in a way, because I've been kind of looking forward to just to having a normal weekend. And this weekend seems to be a normal one. I was kind of hoping though that it would be cooler outside. I mean, I know they've been giving hot weather all week for, all week they've been giving hot weather for this weekend, but I was still hoping that wouldn't be quite as bad as what they were saying, so I could probably get some stuff, outside stuff done this weekend. But it is what it is. Hopefully next weekend, I think I've already seen where it might be in the 80s next weekend, so that would be a little bit better. Still warm, but it might be a little bit better than this weekend, just because right now it's 95 and then the humidity outside on top of that. So, taking a break, and then here in a little bit, we, as in her and I, are going to go to the horror meeting tonight and chill, and then we'll go on to the other stuff. So, yeah. And it'll probably, because there's just not a lot of stuff going on this weekend. But I'll still cover in this video what's going on next weekend. Things of that nature. And then, of course, I'll do my questions. And there's a painting thing that I'm doing tomorrow. So I will show that, what I can of that footage anyway. It'll be on this video, so stay tuned. But yeah, there'll be that. You'll see how good or bad I did on the painting, because I don't know right now. I haven't done it yet. This is happening in real time for me. But yeah, so we'll see how that works out. And then, like I said, I'll probably go over stuff that's going on next weekend, and also go over my questions for the week, and do the tarot card reading. So stay tuned. All right, y'all. So I changed it up a little bit because we still have Chiefs Sunday going on. So we still represent the Chiefs right there in the middle for Chiefs Sunday. But we've now got Halloween up too. So here's the Halloween. We have the Sanderson sisters back there, and I'm probably going to put, we got a witch's bowl, or whatever you want to call it, mixing spell bowl that we can put out there in front of them. So it's hot out here right now, so I probably won't add it in right this minute, so to speak. I think I'm pretty much done for the day, but that gives y'all a little bit of a look here as to what's going on. So we got the Sanderson sisters, we have Gizmo, we have a Ghostbuster there in the back. He's hunting Slimer. And then we have our terrified Luigi out here hunting for his ghosts. And of course Jason. And we have Freddy Krueger, and we have Blue the dinosaur. So there's that. Some more gremlins over there next to, and a black cat right there next to the Chiefs. And then we have over here, we have Michael Myers and Pennywise, Beetlejuice, a skeleton, and we even have Scooby-Doo and Shaggy out here. So we'll see how many people like this, but that's our display. So there you go, guys, or at least if we add a little bit to it, I'll let y'all know. Oh, and we got the Nightmare Before Christmas also represented in the back. That was a little bit of it, and I think you might have saw it a while ago, even though I didn't say about it, but there it is.
So there they are. And then we even have Doctor Who represented if you get it. There's Doctor Who. So there you go, guys. Bunch of different references in the yard. I hope y'all like it. And I'm moving on for now. It's hot out here.
You sound like me.
Yeah.
Well, that could be worse.
Okay. She's trying
I
to
don't
instill
know.
all this confidence in us and our
don't know.
paintings.
Okay.
It may not be
So,
bad.
what I
Where
saw-
sure is that, Daisy? Alright, y'all. This is the, what you want to call it? This is the finished product. That's what I want to say. This is the finished product of the painting. So there you go. That is what I did today. So there you go. Artistic am I? I don't know. But there it is. That's what I got done. Alright, y'all. So here is my Halloween display. Everything I think is pretty much lit. So there's that. Got everybody lit. I think it looks good. So there you go. Got the skeletons pretty much lit up. You can kind of see them. I was afraid you wouldn't be able to see them, but they're not really that bad. The only thing is over here, I think I need like 1 or 2 more lights because you can't really see Beetlejuice very well in the back. And I mean, everybody else isn't too bad. You can't really see him all that well, but kind of. But Beetlejuice is hard to see. But outside of that, I mean, not too bad. I can pretty much see everything, so everything's pretty well lit. I like it. So there's my display, guys. It looks good. I had to wait for that motion light to go off. And I'll add another light right up in here later on. I gotta get to some more of my Halloween stuff that's in the shed. But once I do, we got a couple lights that will go up throughout here that I'll have extension cords for. But for now, it looks really good. I like it. I like it. So there's our display, guys. No, like I said, there'll be more that I'll add, but all in all, not bad. Not a bad start. I would have got it all up this weekend, but it is hot out here. So hopefully it won't be that hot next weekend. I can get the rest of it up. All right, y'all. So you all got to see the yard. So looks good. You all got to see my painting that we did today. I know it's going to be a little bit more of my boring video if you guys kind of like, you know, those trips and stuff like that. Just not as much stuff going on around me, though, this week. Or, I mean, weekend. But for me, I needed time to relax anyway. I would say Wednesday and Thursday this week, I was starting to get ran down at work. And I think a lot of that also came from, you know, having busy weekends of things that I was doing, which were fun, don't get me wrong, but they kind of started, you know, they started taking their toll along with a heavy work week. So it was nice to finally get a weekend in where I could kind of recuperate and rest. And so that was nice. That was nice. Now it's hopefully the humidity, though, outside in the heat, that kind of sucks. It's supposed to go away, though, by Wednesday. So we're supposed to get some more rain in on Wednesday, and then it's supposed to start dialing down. The unfortunate thing is, though, I got to go back into work into the heat the next couple of days, so that's going to suck. But I say there is light at the end of the tunnel, be watching some Sunday night football tonight. I'll probably miss Monday Night Football, but my cat. Crazy cat. Got wet somehow. I don't want to know. But anyway, so that's the situation there. Yeah. Craziness. But ready to do my questions, so we'll finish out the video with some questions and my my tarot card reading. And there was nothing new that I'm aware of to try this weekend. Oh, you know what? Come to think of it, let me put this on pause. All right, so nothing new to try in the store. However, this came from that World Shop that we were at a couple weeks ago. So this is the Peach Fanta. Another one of the sodas that we picked up. So I'm going to try this one. I didn't want to drink caffeine right now because it's getting late. But this doesn't have any caffeine in it, so we're good. Alright, so peach flavored Fanta. And I don't know what country this is from. I'm thinking it was China, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm trying to guess because I can't remember. So I hope I'm right. So if I'm not, I do apologize. I'm not trying to pick on, like one country or another. I can't remember. That's my problem. So I hope I'm correct on this. So if I'm not, again, I apologize. So if there's anybody out there that can correct me, please do so in the comments. I will take that because I should have looked it up and I didn't. That's on me. So, all right, here we go. Oh, man, you can smell the peach. Oh, dude, that's good. And you can taste the peach, but it's good. One thing I can tell, too, and kind of drinking it, it seems like the sugar consistency or whatever is a little bit different, which is probably a good thing. Because I've been told that we as Americans, we're drinking way too much sodium and sugar in these drinks. So I think they kind of cut back a little bit. I mean, you can kind of taste the difference. And at least I think I can. And the thing of it is, it's still sweet. But it doesn't feel like it's overbearingly sweet. Good soda. Alright, I drank half of it, so I'm not going to drink the rest. I apologize if I give a burp during this video from that soda. But really good. I'm definitely going to give that a 9 out of 10. I don't know if it's my favorite Fanta, but it's really good. I would definitely drink it again. So, there you go. So, peach flavored Fanta. And then I'll try another one next week. So, because I know I've been promising that I'll try one each week. That was one of the burps. Trying to keep it on the down low though, because I'm on video. But if I happen to break into a loud burp, I apologize. Alright, so we'll get into these questions. And I still need to get a freaking bookmark. I keep forgetting to get myself a bookmark. I got bookmarks. I just keep forgetting to bring one in here. That's my problem. It's not that we don't have them. I mean, my fiance has bookmarks. I could just go in there and probably borrow one. She wouldn't care. But I keep forgetting to bring one in. That's my problem. Maybe the next time I go to a market where they have a bookmark, I'll just buy me one and force myself to bring one in here. So that way I've got one. Even though she's got some. Maybe that'd be my way of reminding myself to get a bookmark. It's not like they're expensive. I just need to remember to get one. I think they're like $1, maybe $2. Something like that. Alright, here we go. Relationship that you regret. Best message you've gotten of sugar in a fortune cookie. I'm pretty sure I answered that. Favorite place to take a nap? I don't think I have. So okay, I haven't answered some of these, so let's see here. Okay, I never answered those. I thought I did have the fortune cookie, but maybe I haven't. Okay, I've never answered some of these either. There's some good ones in here, though. I can't wait to answer them. I probably won't remember them between now and then, but they are really interesting. Okay, some of these I kind of remember, but I think I remember from that other book I was doing. Ooh, I don't know if I like some of these. Okay, I haven't answered these questions either. Let me go back. I feel like I'm cheating now. Song machine in the sour. Negatively. Do you prefer hair? Cliche. Mario or Sonic? Okay, I'm pretty sure that one, those that I've answered. Tornado up close. What is your favorite season? Okay, maybe that's where I'm at. Because I don't think I've answered these. Yeah, I don't think I have. Okay, so we'll just go into these. If I have answered these, I apologize, but I don't think I have. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I answered the tornado question. Maybe these are ones I skipped, but like I said, I don't remember answering these. Okay, so one, do you have a scar? If so, where did you get it? Like I said, I'm pretty sure I never answered that. I've actually got a few scars. I may have more than I need to tell you about. Got a couple scars on my face. You all might be able to see them. Those were acne scars. Just had, when I was a teenager, I had bad acne. And at that time, they didn't have as much. Proactive was just coming out when I was really breaking out with acne. I think that it came out when I was like 17 or 18. And by that time, I already had some acne scars. So now, of course, my pimples have almost completely cleared up. I still get a few every now and then, but nothing like I did when I was in high school. But still, that was some of my scars. And then I got this one on my thumb. I don't know if y'all can tell. That one's an old one from Walmart. A lot of people from Walmart probably still remember that story because I bled everywhere. I accidentally got myself with a box cutter. So, what can I say? That's one where I just kind of laughed it off and said, "Yeah, it's kind of stupid. It happens." Had my thumb in the wrong spot when I was cutting cardboard, and got my thumb. And luckily it's, luckily it's a body part that's not close to my heart, so we're good on that regard. And I do my own stunts. Yeah, and then I apologized for our safety meeting later on that week. So, because I knew they were going to do something about safety with box knives. So I was like, yeah, that was me. Sorry. As I lift up the thumb that's like bandaged up, like, yep, that was me. Sorry. That was me. I did it. But yeah, grin and bear it, man. I mean, you did it. So, and then I got a couple other scars. Basically, a couple of them were when they removed a couple of moles. I went to a dermatologist when I was a kid. It was really about my acne and getting it cleared up, when she kind of recommended Proactive and some other stuff that I was taking at the time, some other types of medication. And then she looked at a couple moles on my body and decided to look those over too, just to make sure I wasn't cancerous or anything like that, which I wasn't, but she's doing her job. So there was that. Trying to. Oh, and then I've got a couple other scars from when I had surgery. Basically, I ironically I had my tonsils removed too, but I have no scars of that. I guess they go in different. I don't know. That was when I was a kid. But yeah, I have from surgery when I had my hernia. I had a double hernia at Walmart too. Man, I did a lot of shit at Walmart I probably shouldn't have done. But oh well. I did my own stunts at Walmart, so I was good in that regard. What can I say? It was my first job, and I was like 18. I want to say I was 19 or 20 when I did this to my thumb, and I think I was 21 or 22. I want to say it was 2 years later, so I was 22 when I had my double hernia. So, not my best at times, but hey, I was young and dumb, so what can I say? A lot of us are, right? So, it happens. But yeah, that's all I can say on that. I was young and dumb, like everybody else. Or a lot of people, I don't know. But anyway, that's what I got. Has anyone ever approached you thinking you were someone else? Yeah, a couple of times. I got mistaken for someone else. Apparently, I got on top of that, apparently I got a double ganger. Or I did have a double ganger here in Sedalia somewhere. So, back when I was in high school. So a couple of my high school classmates came up to him thinking that he was me. So he got mistaken for someone else. But there's a couple times that I did too. Mainly it was because they didn't see my face. They seen the back of me. And then they were like, oh, you're... And then they would tap on my shoulder like, oh, dude, I totally thought you were somebody else. I don't know who they thought I was. They didn't tell me. But apparently I was somebody else. So yeah, I've been mistaken that. How tech savvy are you? So. I know enough to get me by, put it that way. But I'm definitely not a computer whiz. But I know enough to get me by. I know what I need to know. And I try to stay current with what's going on. Because I grew up, and that's where I tell people all the time too, is like I thank the Lord for that I grew up in the time period that I did. Because I grew up in the time period where computers were just becoming a thing. So, in a sense, I grew up with the computer, right? In a sense. I mean, like, we didn't have the big computers anymore. They were small, right? When I was in school. Well, they were desktop. But they were still smaller than what computers started off as, right? But with a desktop computer... Because actually, when we started in school, we had the electric typewriter, and then we moved up to the desktop computer, and then we moved on up from there. So like I said, I was fortunate enough that I kind of sort of grew up with the technology. in that even now that I'm 39, I'm still trying to keep up with the technology and learn what I can. As it changes, I try to keep up with it and change with it. So because that's what I learned through elementary school and high school is I learned to try to keep up with technology. So because of that, it's nothing new to me. I'm still trying to keep up with it. So I'm very fortunate in that regard that and I think the generations behind me too are the same way, where they're learning the same thing because technology changes all the time. So they're changing with it too. So we're very fortunate in that regard. Have you ever dated two people at the same time? Yes, I did. I've said that on here before too. Because, like I said, dating, I will say this too. I stand by this because actually there are a lot of women that will agree with me on this. And if you don't, that's fine. Because everybody has their thing. But from what I understand, okay, dating is different than boyfriend, girlfriend. So when I was dating, yes, I actually dated 3 girls at the same time. There was a time when I dated 3 girls at the same time. I was not afraid to do it. And I was very honest with them about it. I think they asked me, 1 or 2 of them asked me about it. And I was very upfront and honest with them about it. I told them flat out, like, I'm doing this, if it works out, I said, I'm hoping it does work out to where I am boyfriend, girlfriend with one of you. And I said, right now, I'm just dating, I'm trying to get to know you, and your guys are trying to get to know me. So right now, I am dating 3 people, but I'm doing it in hopes that eventually one of you will become my girlfriend, and I will dump the other 2. Depending on how everything works out. I was like, I said, in that way too, you ladies know that I'm not doing this to try to sleep with you. I'm actually doing this to try to find someone that I'm compatible with. So that's my goal, right? So when I was open and honest, told them exactly what I was doing, they were okay with that. And the reason why is because a lot of women will do the same thing to us men, right? They may date 2 or 3 different men at the same time. But like I said, dating and boyfriend, girlfriend are 2 different things. And as long as you're dating in order to, in my opinion, as long as you're open and honest with everybody, all parties involved, and as long as you're open and honest, and in my opinion, it helps that you're not doing it to sleep with them. You're doing it, in order to find that right person. Then I think I would say you're okay. Now, in my situation, I did not end up with any of those 3 girls. It just didn't work out. That we didn't end things though. I didn't end things with any of them simply because things didn't end between me and them simply because I was dating 3 different girls. It ended because things literally did not work out. One of them, it was a distance issue. It was too far of a distance between her and me. We kept trying to get together and it wouldn't work out. She's working 3 different jobs, and she lived I want to say an hour and a half away from where I live. So it became hard for us to get together, and then we just kind of decided to stay friends, which I think her and I are still friends right now. We don't talk as often, but it's just one of those things where we decided we were better as friends than, as we were for boyfriend, girlfriend, which is perfectly fine. It happens. And then the other 2, like I said, it's just where we decided things just wouldn't work out. So one of them wasn't really because I found out one of them wasn't really dating for a relationship. She thought she was at first, and then she decided that all she wanted was just to make friends until, see if she could make friends. She just basically just wanted some guy friends, some people to hang out with. I think really what it came down to is she just wanted someone to pay for her food. But it is what it is. She can say what she wants in that regard. I mean, she said she just wanted friendship out of it, but she never really paid for any food or anything like that because I guess she considered it still a date. So she still wanted the guy to pay for everything. So I think really ultimately she's just in it for the food and the free food and the time away from her kids for a little while. But yeah. Anyway, but yes, I did. And then I forgot what I think the third one, I can't remember. I want to say it was if I remember correctly, I want to say that one was also a time conflict thing that ended with the third one. If I'm not mistaken, it was something with time conflict or whatever, and we just decided to part ways on that one too. So maybe she found someone else. I don't know. I'm okay with it, because right after I decided to end things with the last girl there, that's when I found Angela, and things worked out well with Angela. So even though I didn't end up with any of them, I still ended up with my fiance in the end, so I can't complain. And what I learned from those relationships helped me with Angela. So, like I said, even though I didn't really end up in a relationship with those women, I was just dating them. Those dates helped me out with the relationship that I'm in now. So, I did benefit from them. Name 3 things about, and this will be my last question since I took a little bit to answer those other ones. Name 3 things about where you live that you find most beautiful. So what I think Sedalia, 3 things I find about Sedalia that I find most beautiful. I guess I'm going to pick Sedalia since we're... Or do they mean my house? It just says places about where I live. I'm assuming it means the town that I live in. So I'm just going to go with the town. Since first off, I'm new to Sedalia, but I'm not new to Sedalia. Because I lived in a town that was literally like 15 minutes away. So, I mean, I drove to Sedalia quite often. So this town isn't really too new to me. So 3 things I like about it. I would say I like the Missouri State Fairgrounds, although I'm not really big on the fair itself. But the fairgrounds is awesome. I like going there. They have different events there all the time. It keeps, I wish they had more events going on over there than what they do. But nevertheless, when they do have events, they have some good ones. And it keeps me busy. It helps give me stuff to do, put it that way, when they do have stuff. I wish they had more over there, but the fairgrounds in general, I like that. The Liberty Park here in town is really neat. I love the Liberty Park. I like how clean it looks, their flower area over there with the plants, and it gives me a place to take Daisy, my dog, out for walks. So in that regard, I love that about Sedalia. And my third thing, downtown Sedalia would be my third thing. I love downtown. It's very clean, very crisp. They have events downtown. Again, I wish they had more events downtown. I wish this town as a whole would have more events going on. I think Warrensburg has more. I think Warrensburg has them beat on events. There seems to be more going on in Warrensburg than Sedalia for some reason. But I will say, when they do have events downtown, even when they don't, there's certain stores I like going to down there. Little shops, and there's an antique store down there that I love. It's totally different. It's not a big antique store. It's, you know, I guess it's a little bit bigger than. It's not definitely not the biggest one I've been to, but it's unique, and I like that. And I think that's one thing that Angela and I like to go to, just because every so often, because things in there do change every now and then, and it gives us something to go back and look at. Like, even if we don't buy anything there, it's just going in there to look and admire stuff. So I think that's really cool. Because that's one thing I'm learning about in life, is you don't necessarily have to buy stuff in order to admire them. So you don't have to make stuff yours, so to speak. You can look at it and still admire it, and admire the person who did buy it, and still be okay. So, but that's all the questions I got for y'all. And let's see, I got the tarot card deck to do, right? So I'm still doing Ghostbusters, and I think I might, because I just looked up last week that because my Back to the Future one, and I was looking up, and I think Back to the Future, that thing was actually in November, if I'm not mistaken. So I might try to do this throughout October. I don't know yet, but I'll definitely keep this going through September, I guess, whenever I get a chance, because I think next week I've got some events going on, so I may not get to it, but we'll see. We'll see what next week brings. Because a lot of things can change between now and then, right? We all know that. Well, let's see what we got here. All right, so we got 5 of traps. 4 of traps. 4 of traps. And it was upside down. So there you go, 4 of traps. I should have known that because there's 4 on the thing. But I really wasn't looking at the picture. I probably should have. But there you go. That's at the top. And then next we have 3 of traps, and it too is upside down. So there's the 3 of traps. I'm going to try and make extra room here. Alright, that should give me enough. Alright, and then we've got 5 of traps because... 5 of streams. I'm sorry, 5 of streams. And it too is upside down. There's 5 of streams. That's what it looks like there, but I don't know if it really matters. I guess it does, because it's got something on it. Don't cross the beams. Or don't cross the streams. So, there you go. But it was upside down. So we'll put it in the middle. Next card. Still upside down. We have 4 of streams. So there's 4 of streams. But it was in reverse. So we'll put it over to the right. And then the last card. Do we get any cards at all face up? No. We've got 2 of marshmallows, though. That's my first marshmallow card. 2 of marshmallows. So there's 2 of marshmallows. And it was upside down. So we'll put it at the bottom. And just because they're in reverse doesn't mean that they're negative. It just means they're in reverse. So, alright, let's see what we got here. I've learned that about these cards. A lot of them are just more advice than they are negative. So we didn't get any face pictures, so we'll go on from there. Alright, we've got traps. At least we didn't get all traps this time, because I was about to say, like, dude, I didn't do a very good job shuffling this, but okay, I'll take it. Still didn't do the best in the world, but I'll still take it. These cards are actually very stiff, and I don't think they fit into a shuffle machine, so I think they're a little too big for that. So if I could, I probably would. I don't know if they have a shuffle. I may have to see if they have a shuffle machine for tarot card decks. Maybe they do. They probably do. I just haven't looked. I'm too lazy to look it up. But anyway, maybe I'll think to do it. Well, actually, it's not that I'm too lazy. It's just that I forget to do it. So maybe I'll remember this week. Maybe I'll remember to do it. But anyway, the Four of Traps in reverse tells you it's time to look inward and withdraw from the world outside. Focus on what is important to you. Meditation and retreat can help you connect with your inspirations. So basically, focus on the world outside. Think outside the box kind of thing. And meditation and, find times to relax and meditate probably. I like that. I'll try to keep that in mind because I definitely need to meditate and relax more than I do. I think a lot of times I try to stay too busy. Busy is good, but sometimes the body needs rest. Do you feel... Oh, I'm sorry. Do you feel your present company is becoming a crowd? The Three of Traps reverse suggests it is time to work independently for a while. There is value in collaboration, but right now you need to innovate without outside intervention. Okay, I'm not sure what that means because where I work at, you can't do that. You have to work in a group. It's I work in a factory, so it's still very much a team. You can't do it by yourself. So I'm not sure what I need to do by myself, and when I'm here at home, it's still a team effort. I mean, Angela and I need each other to pay the bills and do stuff around the house. So it's not really an individual effort by any means. We're still a team. So I don't understand the card there, but we'll go with it. Whatever. Okay, 5 of streams. So now we're moving to streams. I'm not sure if I had streams yet, but here we go. Okay, 5 of streams. Some battles will never have winners, only losers. Forgive, forget, and end this conflict. That way you can focus your energy more conservative pursuits. Okay, I'm not sure what conflict I'm in, so maybe there's a conflict this week. I don't know. And I'm not going to try to connect all of these. I know I've done that in the past, and it really makes my brain go... So I'm not even going to do that. So, yeah. Okay, 4 of streams. And this is reversed. Says, any good piece of technology can burn out if overused. And so can you. The 4 of streams is calling you to cool off and focus inward for change. Even if your mind wants to push forward, you need to preserve that precious energy. So basically, it kind of goes with the first card. I just need to times I need to just relax, meditate, cool off. I think I was finding that out basically because I was really starting to burn out. Like I said, energy-wise, I was burning out Wednesday and Thursday. I was just kind of losing energy a lot. It didn't seem like it at work. I was still getting my stuff done in a reasonable amount of time. But, I mean, I could feel it. I could feel my muscles really aching. I could feel me barely keeping awake. When I would come home after my shift, like, dude, all I want to do is just take a nap right now and relax. And that's usually not me. I'm usually, wanting to still do stuff after I get off work, and I just didn't feel up to it. So hopefully this upcoming week will be new and fresh, and I'll be wanting to do some stuff. All right, and last thing, 2 of marshmallows. 2 of marshmallows. Let's see what we got at 2 of marshmallows. Ah, here we go. 2 of marshmallows. 2 of marshmallows. You may have overcommitted and at risk of dropping the ball. Things like bills, meetings, and home maintenance might slip through the cracks if you're not organized. It's time to declutter your schedule. That is not a problem right now. So hopefully it won't be this week. Hopefully I can stay where I'm at. But right now, a few things have slipped through the cracks. I will admit that. There has been a couple things that slipped through the cracks last couple of days. But it's not really from organization. It was from lack of sleep. I just had to, like I said, I was getting ran down from work. So like Friday and some of Saturday, I was like, I know I'm not going to get as much done this weekend as what I normally do on the, what I normally get done on the weekends like that. But I just need to more or less like power down this weekend, and then I should be good come Monday. So if I get time to power down and just relax, I'll bounce back. And I think I've been able to do that. So hopefully that'll be good. So I just got to keep that in mind. Like I said, a few things kind of slipped through the cracks, but I was able to... The only thing that really skipped through the cracks this weekend is I need to take care of the litter box. I didn't do that today, so I will need to do that tomorrow, or I'll have a mess around the house if I don't get that done. But outside of that, everything's good. Dishes got done, laundry's good. House cleaning I'll start tomorrow, because tomorrow's Monday, so it's back to the old grind of doing that. There's plenty of food in the fridge, so I don't have to worry about that. Everybody's got food. Groceries got done. So, yeah, as far as all that stuff goes, we're maintaining everything. Bills got paid. None of our bills have fell through the cracks yet. Everything got paid. So, and we should be able to start paying ourselves and putting money back in savings on my paycheck this week, so that'll help out big time too. So it should be good. And like I said, it should be a fun weekend coming up. I kind of talked about it a little bit. So, and I know this is probably going to go over an hour, so I'm sorry. But yeah. So upcoming for this weekend, I've got this upcoming weekend. Open air market is this upcoming weekend. Hopefully they won't cancel it this time, but there is an open air market this weekend. There is Warrensburg is still having their farmers market, so hopefully I'll be able to go to that too. Those things are happening Saturday. I don't think there's anything going on this Friday. There might be, but I don't think so. But I know I'm hitting up those things for sure, and then we'll go from there. But I definitely know those things will be on the video next week. And like I said, we'll see what happens from there. See if there's anything new that comes out or exciting. Hopefully I'll get the rest of my Halloween decorations up throughout the week this week or through the weekend coming up. So if I do, that'll end up on next week's video also. So there you go. Something else to stay tuned for. So that might be a little bit of fun also, other than just hearing me talk. But all right, so that's all I got for y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If it went a little over, I apologize. I'm trying to keep it down, but sometimes these questions go over. It happens. But on that note, peace out, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye for now.